Let's begin in Enugu State, where political harmony orchestrated by the state governor reigns. Members of the state chapter of Ohanaeze Ndigbo have commended Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi for his choice of successor and zoning arrangement in the state during a solidarity visit to the governor at the government house in Enugu. Members of the Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization reassured him that their support and solidarity, stressing that they are behind him and his political decisions on the 2023 elections. The governor had endorsed the party's governorship candidates in the state, Peter Mba, to succeed him in 2023. Jide, what is this about?
Normally, Ohanaeze Ndigbo is supposed to be an apolitical body. But interestingly too, the governor is a patron of the body.
Okay.
So they have deemed it fit to support the governor's political moves. When the governor came up with the idea of zoning, or when he said, look, zoning will be continued, some politicians kicked against it. But as we have seen now, the governorship race in Enugu State, all the political parties have elected to have their candidates come from Enugu East.
Political parties?
Yes, which was what the governor wanted. The governor, because Chimaroke Nnamani in 1999 was from Enugu East. So the governor favored a system whereby
to go
across the three senatorial.
Sullivan Chime was from another district.
Yes.
And the governor was from, okay.
He was opposed at that time. Here was a governor that the PDP national made chairman of his zoning committee. So why would he not be able to entrench zoning in his home state?
Community.
So Ugwuanyi was able to put his foot on the ground and look, this zoning has allowed us to have peace. We've used it over the years. We can't stop it at this time. So
even at the expense of some friendship.
Yes. And powerful people interested in contesting from a different zone. He put his foot down, and as if all the parties came together to agree, all of the parties, the candidates are from Enugu East. So, and the governor has endorsed his party's candidate, that's Peter Mba. Now, what the Ohanaeze are saying is, yes, we are political, but we are not really die-hard, we are not die-in-the-wool obedient people. We will support a candidate that we believe will best serve our people. And they have sworn now that they, at the ward level, they are going to mobilize for the candidate of the governor, and that talking about the governorship, the presidential election, they are waiting for the governor to tell them where to go so that they can then mobilize their people across the 260 political wards in the state to support the governor's desires.
Bolaji, one thing I've noticed that it might not, the way the euphoria about the Labour Party, talking about the presidency, it might not be necessarily be the same thing in each of these states. Like this Enugu State is talking about now. For a long time, we know Enugu State to be the stronghold of the People's Democratic Party.
Yeah, you are very right. And to buttress what Jide said, you need to commend the governor before I go into that aspect of what you just said now, because it's just upholding a tradition that had been established over a period of time. We recall that Chimaroke Nnamani was from Enugu West also. No, Enugu East. Yeah, he was from Enugu East. Yeah, he was, yes. And when he was leaving, because of that rotational arrangement, his successor was Sullivan Chime from Enugu West. And when Chime was leaving, it was the turn of Ugwuanyi from Enugu North. So automatically, he was just following a tradition that had been established over the... Exactly. So we have to commend him because this thing has a way of helping the polity.
For stability.
Stability. And it gives equity and ensures peace in that community, in the state. Because we know that, look, after the turn of these people, it's going to do other people's turn. Unlike what happened in some other states. In Oyo State, for example, there's nothing like that. Ibadan takes over all the time. It's Ibadan all the time in Oyo State. But don't let us go into that because that's something for another day. Yes, and when you talk about Labour Party, yes, you hear so many things about Labour Party on the social media. It's always there. People are always obedient and that. Unfortunately, the reality is different. Osun State during the election, the Labour Party candidate didn't even come second. He didn't even come second.
Right Honorable.
Yes, he didn't even come second. So you see, the party in the east is the PDP, with the ruled by the APC. Then Abga is also, you know. So all this noise, it's just noise. The reality is clear, and that is the party is not really on the ground like that among the people. In fact, there was a northern governor that was being asked about the charges of Labour Party. He said, go and ask my people in Katsina.
It's the same Jidena.
Okay, it was go and ask my people.
Last week.
Yes. Which one is Labour Party? Which one is
Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. So that is it. The reality
Even
is quite
burst
different.
into laughter.
You busted.
So, and that's the case. I cited the example of Osun State now. The man didn't come second in that election, in spite of the whole all the noise about obedient being everywhere, and that, you know. And even in Oyo State, I don't even know whether there's any candidate of a Labour Party in Oyo State.
That's what I want to ask. That okay, as for governorship level, do we have strong governorship candidates across the 36 states for this Labour Party?
Yeah, except for places where we have for Labour Party. I think the only major person that people kept talking about is Obi. No, that person. Nobody is even talking about.
They still have time, sir. So
okay, so let's go back to this Enugu now, Jide. So when you now look at it, it's as if there was a time Ayogu went to the All Progressive Congress. You know, it's as if no other party is in existence. Even what's the Deputy Senate President? He more the idea of moving to another party to achieve his governorship.
No, but you know what? It's this Deputy Senate President is somebody who weighs his actions before taking them. He is very calculative and he doesn't rush into things. He knew that it may be
counterproductive. So
he just, despite the fact that he wanted to contest, and the governor said, look, the zoning arrangement does not favor you. Ultimately, like a good party man, he even congratulated the candidate of the PDP that emerged winner. They are not happy that they didn't get anything. I mean, he and his supporters. But they've stuck with the PDP. Whether it is the former Deputy Senate President or Toby, or his own political group, they stuck with the PDP. Because they know that in that place, that is the party to beat.
Sink or swim.
Yes.
People's Democratic Party.
Yes, you know, there are states like that. Don't even mention that party. And if you leave the political group, you will pay a heavy price. When I was saying it that Akpabio would not win the senatorial election, people thought, oh, maybe Jide does not like Akpabio. Anyway, I don't have to like an individual, and he too doesn't have to like me. It's the truth. And we all saw what happened in the end. He was defeated by Ekpeyong. Normally, Ekpeyong is not as popular as he is. But this is a political party that the people have been used to since 2099. They've never voted for another party. It will take a mighty effort. Remember during that rally, when the president went there to campaign and Akpabio stood on the podium and said, everybody in Akwa Ibom is now APC. I looked at him and said,
common defector.
Are you whining me? Are you whining me? You know, that kind of look that the Nigerian musician will give you. Say, are you okay? Are you okay? That everybody has become, you know, that's not true now.
And when the 2019
When the elections came,
the results.
clean sweep everywhere, clean sweep. You know, in his own senatorial zone, he won only one local government, and that's Esienudin, his home local government. They defeated him in the remaining local government. So this is the thing. The Ohanaeze Ndigbo are also happy that the governor created the first University of Medical Sciences and Science. I mean, the first University of Medicine and Sciences.
There's one thing about this
in Ugwuanyi. Yes, that's where it's on.
It seems to be
the first in the southeast.
a silent achiever.
No,
Ugwuanyi, you know, I don't know.
You hardly hear him talk.
You hardly hear him talk.
You won't grant interview.
This grant interview, and it doesn't
Maybe we
cause
can
controversy.
blackmail him now. We can use this program to blackmail him to grant an interview.
It doesn't cause controversy at all.
No,
Do you know
that
what,
any controversy, you see Ugwuanyi's name there.
And you see, even in the southeast, you see that his state is the safest.
And the most,
Very quiet.
Some of the
Silent
attacks
achiever.
that you hear about in other places, they are not happening.
Even the father of Enugu politics, Jim Obodo, who hardly goes out to campaign for anybody, went to join him at the campaign podium to say that, look, this is a man of peace. I like what he's doing. And that's why I came out. You understand?
As the first governor in 1999.
Yeah, that's Jim Obodo. You know, and apart from that, he said, look, a very humble
He's the
man.
one who, it was Jim that installed Ebiano.
Yes.
He was a political godfather to
Of,
Ebiano before they now
Yes.
went their separate
Ebano
ways.
is now in the Senate now.
Yes.
He's in the Senate.
Ebiano now gave birth politically to people like Sullivan Chime, the president governor. You know?
Ugwuanyi.
Yeah,
Yes, they are all his boys.
Yeah. And that's why the man is able to even get the senatorial ticket again.
No, even without effort,
Well-
they'll let him have it. He's their
And
father.
the other
There's
guy,
also a very good material. I've been following him.
yeah.